What I'm going to share with you today is why it's never too late to change your life, and I'm going to give you 3 easy ways to get started. So let's jump in. I want to make the case that it is in fact never too late to change your life. It may sound like a cliche, but it's true. It doesn't matter if you're 25, 45, or even 65. On the internet, you can read countless stories about people who've suffered through a meaningless, mundane existence until they decided to change their life. Sure, if you're 65, you may have a different set of challenges than someone who's 25, but the mechanics of how to change can still be applied. So I'd like to share a little story about my mum, who has made some amazing changes in her life, and it's been really inspiring to observe and watch as she's made the transition and the progress through traveling different countries, working in different jobs, different positions, and really seeing more of the world and experiencing more from life than what she would have just experienced staying where she was, working the same job in the same location. So several years ago, when I first started out in the world of online business, I used to share with her, my mum, all the personal development stuff that I was learning. I was convinced that there was a way for me to create my dream life, and over the years she was able to observe me transform my vision into a reality. So I've always wanted to travel, to do the adventure sports, the skydiving, the free diving, the paragliding, the rock climbing, and to do that on the road, to do that in different countries, to experience different cultures. And over the last few years, I've been able to turn that into my full-time reality. Anyway, at the time, she was a senior leader in inner city school in the ethnically diverse city of Bradford, West Yorkshire, which is my home city. I repeatedly asked her, is this what you really want to be doing for the rest of your life until you retire? It was obvious to me that she was not 100% happy with where she was and was looking for a fresh start. As luck would have it, she had a friend who found a similar teaching job overseas in Abu Dhabi. Better pay, free accommodation, and no tax. This piqued her curiosity and triggered a sequence of events that led her to secure a top-level position at a prestigious school in Abu Dhabi. And this was a big move, and she was forced to step outside of her comfort zone in a bold new way. It was the first time that she visited the Middle East. It was the first time she lived abroad on her own, the first time she spent a considerable amount of time away from her 4 sons, and it was the first time she had a new job in over 10 years. And little did she know it was the first step to changing her life. Anyhow, fast forward to the present moment, she has held senior positions in Kyrgyzstan and also in Malaysia. She's traveled to Thailand, Bali, and Australia all on her own. I don't know many older women who actually have the drive and the motivation to go out and travel to all these places on their own. And now she's taking the interior design skills that she's developed over the years of furnishing several of the properties she lived in and has started building a property development business, something that she has always dreamt of. And I personally remember the family home and all the apartments that she's lived in and how she was able to design and create a really minimalist, inviting, clean-looking, stylish space. And it's definitely a skill that she's possessed for a very long time, and something that I feel like is one of her greatest expressions, and that's something that she's wanting to put more time, more effort, and more energy into. So I'm pretty sure she had no idea that this would all unfold the way it did. But this is what can happen when you make a decision to change and do something different. If my mum can do it, and she's in her 60s now, there's no reason why you can't do it too. So here's 3 ways to get started today. I want to leave you with some practical steps you can take right now so you can make the leap and change your life. So the first way is to get clear about what you want to do. What do you want to accomplish? What sort of change do you want to make? Get a paper, get a pen, and start brainstorming. Maybe you want to find a new job, live somewhere completely different, or learn a new skill or hobby. Whatever it is, you need to be clear about what that change is going to look like so you can then formulate steps to make that happen. So the second way is to speak to other people who have already done what you want to do. This will give you the confidence that it's actually possible to do what you are trying to do. So spend some time researching online to find people who are already doing it and living the life that you want. So then you need to reach out to them on social media, email them, or even buy their course or program if they have one. Do whatever you can to get their attention so you can ask them how they got started and how they were able to reach the level that they are on right now. Talking to other people who are already living the life you want to live will really lift your spirits and give you that extra motivation, that extra energy you need to make it happen. And this is such a critical step. It gives you the validation and the proof that people are out there living that kind of lifestyle and that it is possible for you. If you can understand how they got started and what those first steps were, you can sort of mimic that behavior and use that information to get started and make those first few steps yourself. So the third way is to spend some time every day taking action. So consistent, disciplined action is where the rubber meets the road. Without it, you're not going to get very far. You need to figure out what you need to do to get closer to living your new life. If your goal is to get a new job in a different country like my mum, you need to refine your CV and apply for jobs on a daily basis. If it's building a business around your passion, you need to put in the work every day to create, to build, and to grow. I can't stress this point enough, because the actions you do daily are the person that you become. So if you want to grow that business, if you want to find a new job, if you want to explore that hobby or that new passion, you need to make time every day for consistent action. Doing things daily will help build that habit, and it'll actually make it easier to do as you move forward in time. And sure, there's going to be times when you don't want to do it or when you're busy, but this is the whole point. You've got to make time. You've got to do it when it feels uncomfortable, and you've got to stick with it for the long term, because in the short term you may not see any results at all, and it can be discouraging and demotivating. But that's what makes a difference with people who make it and people who don't. It's the persistence and the perseverance that you must cultivate in order to move forward and progress. So my final point here is to stick with it. As it is with most things in life that are worthwhile, change more often than not is going to take some time and patience. You may feel like giving up and going back to your old ways if things don't start moving in the right direction quickly enough. But no one ever did anything great by retreating to their comfort zone and giving up on their dream. You need to create a firm belief this change is inevitable. When doubt and panic start to creep in, it's easy to convince yourself that making a change is not possible. So in these moments, you must be able to step back and recognize that the voice telling you to quit is not the real you, and that you will make change happen no matter what. What is the change you want to make today? I'd like to open this discussion, open this conversation. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I know your time is extremely valuable, so if you've enjoyed today's content, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so you get a notification next time I release another one of these videos. You can also leave me a comment below and let me know what part of this video resonated the most with you, or simply click that like button to let me know you enjoyed this content. And if you want to get your hands on a free 12-minute guided meditation that I recorded to help you manifest your dreams and create whatever you want in your life, go ahead and click the link in the description for your free download. And if you want to check out all the latest blog posts on my blog, dabsofreality.com, the link is down there below as well, along with my Instagram and my Facebook page if you want to consider following me on those platforms. Until next time, catch you on the flip side.